For the record, I'm going to do something very strange at some point during this live stream. But the only way you're going to see what it is to stick around and find out. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Ryan. Blah. Smiling like that hurts. Very unpleasant. Hi, how have you been? It's been a while. About a week, actually, since I had any alcohol. I feel fine. Honestly, I do. I sleep better, and I'm aware of that. All the more reason not to drink too late in the night, because my sleep is already a mess. Always. See yesterday. Oh, you weren't here. Well, it wasn't great. I just kind of... My body went, you know what you're going to do? You're going to lie down at 8 o'clock and wake up at 11 p.m. Wasn't really what I wanted to do. I'm looking for music, if you're wondering. And I haven't looked at chat yet, so if you're here, hi. I can't see your name yet because I'm trying to... This is what happens when I go away for 1 week. Everything falls apart. There we go. Here we go. Ta-da! Please let me know if music is too loud, too soft, or just sucks. I hope it doesn't. I've used this plenty of times. Oh, good. I'm actually there. Had to actually check the stream there. That was exciting. Look at this. Strange. Yes, Andrew Butler. Strange and unusual. Zenbood. Hello. Andrew Butler. Hello. To you both. Aloha. Just boarded our return flight back home Saturday morning. Oh my gosh. That sounds exhausting and terrifying. And that is a long flight. You are too loud. There we go. Thank you for popping in, Zenbood. I know it's a little hectic on your end, but I'm glad that you, assumingly, assumingly? All right. I hope you did enjoy your trip. I mean, Hawaii? Man, I'm jealous. All right. The first thing I have to announce is Mama KillCo bought something that I was sadly going to pass on. So I'm looking forward to that, but I will tell you only a little. But if you can tell what this is, then maybe you can tell if it wants to focus, which, there we go. The jackalope. It's a rabbit with antlers. But it's already got my fingerprints all over it. This is from Crowded Barrel. If you know, you know. Let's just say Crowded Barrel released something, and they're very proud of it. And it was very expensive, so I thought, oh, well, meh. And Mama KillCo came in after hearing how much Daniel was fanboying over the blend. So, so I will be trying that. I forgot to breathe. Maybe that happens. Have a drink. I haven't had any alcohol in a week, by the way. I think I made that clear. So I thought, why not just start out with 100 proof? 4 of them. Why not? It'll be great. What I didn't mention anywhere is that this is also an uncorking, which is a lot like an uncorking, except it sounds a little more difficult to say. But here, we have something new. Something I should technically do a video of. And maybe I will. But with the way everything landed and the way I wasn't even sure what I wanted for Bottle and Bond Day, forget about it. But I did find one of these. This was recommended by a number of people on the Discord, Whiskey Tribe Discord. I have Discord, but only for patrons, so plug. Haha, I did it. This is Old Forester 1897 Bottle and Bond. I've never had this. Why not make it the first thing I drink? Cliff Smith, hello, listening in the car driving home from Toronto. In Canada? Because that's awesome, if that's true. Is that in Canada? I have no idea where anything is. Let me know, Cliff. Just be careful. Uncorking. Sure. Anyway, it's a word. I didn't make it up. I'm sure someone said it before. It's a big planet with lots of mouths that say many things. Well, let's not think about that mathematical equation in our head, shall we? Here. Does it have a plasticky thing that rips off easily? It does. I don't know if this is a fluke or if that's how it's designed. Here's the thing. Camera, don't do that. Here's the thing. I have tried Old Forester before. It was not my favorite. However, it was also this. You'll note this is plastic. It's 86 proof on this. And I believe it has a banana taste. I'm not going to try this one. That was a... Oh, God, how do you even describe that? That bottle has a story, and it's not a bad one. It's just a peculiar one. Mostly it's me in Kentucky after drinking and eating a fair amount of stuff at a restaurant. It was very expensive. Putzing around down the streets of... was I in Louisville? Louisville at night, hoping I didn't get mugged. Went to a liquor store, wanted to find something I don't usually see. This always happens. Old Forester was actually a place I popped into briefly, bought that, and I don't think I drank it till I got back here. And it had banana note. So hopefully, to end that long story, hopefully I will not get that on this. There's another one in here who also gets a banana note. I have very strong opinions about banana notes, it seems. Jimmy Jazz, hello. Safe travels to Zen Boot and close. Yes, please. Be careful. I don't want any more accidents to happen because of me. Not again. As I said, this was recommended, and I was able to find it. There was another one that was recommended by someone who said remain nameless. But they recommended something that I couldn't find. And if I did find it, I feel like it would be expensive. Let's see. Kings County. Bottle and Bond. I did a quick look. I didn't see it. I'm not a hunter. I do not go hunt down at every single liquor store I can find. There's a lot of them around here, so it makes it very complicated. Biking Bourbon, howdy. Cheers. What is going on with my... I don't think it's... I'm realizing I haven't actually talked this much to anyone in about a week. My vocal cords are going, whoa, whoa, whoa. The only one you should be talking to is yourself, mister. We've had this discussion. So here we go. I'm delaying this because, well, let's just say I'm worried about bananas. That was nice. I approve. Just a touch, please. Now, who can tell me what Bottle and Bond is about? I want a written dissertation. I'm not quite sure what that word means. That's a joke. I can tell you the gist of it. It was finished. It was actually set and written in stone this day, March 3rd, 1897. So that's quite a while ago. And the one thing helps me remember little things about it is that it was to standardize and make a tax write-off for whiskey. Bourbon specifically, of course. Because it's in this country, bourbon. And I know I'm going to say so many things wrong. But the general idea is they wanted to have a standard legally and not have it be sketchy stuff, which was happening a lot before then. I believe it has to be 100 proof, 4 years old, and the same distiller and the same distillation season. When I say season, that always feels strange. All kinds of technical nibble-nabble stuff and tax write-off, which is hilarious. But it's still around. Doesn't need to be. But the fun part for me is the Food and Drug Act, the FDA thing, started much later. So they were worried about their whiskey before they were worried about the food being safe to eat or drink. But that's about it for the most part. I know there's quite a bit I'm leaving out, but in general, Bottle and Bondi is nice because it was when the country I live in decided to go, wait a minute, let's make sure they're not poisoning people. And there's a tax write-off too. I love that. Here's the color. You can see it in the bottle. Bourbon colored. Looks glorious. Something about that first sip after a week of no alcohol. Let's see if I get annihilated by the alcohol vapors, though. That's what I'm really worried about. Uh-oh. It smells nice. It smells bourbony. I feel like there's a hint of that Laffy Taffy banana. Only a hint. Oh, it's in there, goddamn. It's in there. Yeah, Laffy Taffy Banana. Only a little. I think the other one is a lot stronger. And I've gotten this same kind of thing with Jack Daniels. Like regular, standard Black Label Jack Daniels has a banana note to me. I'm glad I can pick it out, but I kind of wish I didn't or liked it, but I don't. Not a banana fan. It's the texture. So we have caramel, we have brown sugar, that odd banana note, like a thread of vanilla. Huh. All right, so I said a thread of vanilla, and then my brain went to, this is something I saw recently. Have you ever seen coffee cake? It's like, you know, pillowy and white and has like cinnamon stuff on top, and it has that little thread of cinnamon stuff going through it. That too. Very specific and odd, but that was nice. Oh my gosh. It's opening up a little. Again, this is the first pour on the first opening of the bottle on the first drink of a week of abstaining from alcohol. So who knows? I will have to go back to the other one at some point. Don't know when. You're going to love these next contenders. This is also a review for myself to find out which of these bottle and bonds I actually like. I have done them for at least 4 years. More, actually. 5? 5? Saints preserve us. Because I have 3 other bottles here, plus this one that I just bought, the Old Forester. Was not cheap either. But I found it. That's the one thing that was talked about, is I might have trouble finding it. Wasn't that hard to find. People in the hallway being noisy. Alright, cheers everyone. Thanks for being here. It's good to be back. I hope you enjoyed this week's past video. It was fortunate for me that I was able to get the video done before the dry week actually started. Actually, wait. No, it's not true. I was working on that Friday and Saturday of last week. So I was definitely on dry week. And not making it easier for myself by watching a video of me talking about how much I like whiskey. And that was for this young gentleman over here. He's in the right place, too, because my rye whiskey is back here. My Irish whiskey is right here. Perfect. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the video. It's made me want to try and mix and mash a bunch of things that shouldn't be together, probably. But, as I was saying, cheers. Thank you for being here. Ooh. I wasn't sure about that at first. Waiting for the burn. It's a little bit right there, as usual. Okay. Okay. Well. That was much more pleasant than I expected. And again, I have a bias because of bananas. Don't worry about it. It's annoying to me more than anything. But this had a lovely little bloom when I took a sip. It like opened up into all kinds of delicious baked goods that you could think of when you have bourbons, like cookies and brownies and almost fudge. Wow. Delightful. But it was quick. It was like that. So I'm going to have a little more, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, it's got a good mouthfeel. It does have some chocolate, a little touch of the char. No banana note. Vanilla. A little bit of spice. There's a little cinnamon spice in there. Yes. I love when I get so sketched out. Well, I don't love that part. But I love it when I have a preconceived notion about a whiskey. And I did. I had that other Old Forester. It was bananas. I didn't like it. This, on the other hand, it was a little bit on the nose. It's not as prevalent. I think it just kind of fizzled away as it's been sitting in the glass for a few minutes. As I ramble on. But, yeah, I'm not getting banana on the nose. The texture of it's really nice, too. It just, it's a little oily. So it's got a different... It's not creamy, it's slick. I don't know if that's a good thing. Whoa. Yeah. It's good. More vanilla that time. It made me think of chocolate chip cookies, which I like. Chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, it does stick. It's just hanging out on my tongue. It's a little spicier this time. Maybe nutmeg. I'm not the best at exact tasting notes, but I do have I like descriptive things. Whatever that happens to be that floats in my head in the moment. I'm going to drink more of this later. Once the stream's over, I can tell. I want to explore this one a little bit. And that's what I was hoping for. I've heard some good things about Old Forester, but again, my initial experience with it was not the best. But I'm curious to try some of their other stuff. Probably not another bottle, since I try not to have too many bottles of one thing on my shelf as I can. He said, being keenly aware of the Maker's Mark and Elijah Craig's that are all over the place behind him. Just don't look at those. But, you know, I have plenty of bottles, and I still bought a few recently. But it's good stuff. Next week, the next few weeks, the Irish March. Speaking of, happy International Irish Whiskey Day. I think it's also that, too, or Irish something day today. They kind of collided. So I have a plan for that, which I did mention before the stream officially started off. Stay tuned, or, you know, come back and watch the end of it. Ugh. I am attempting to keep an eye on the clock, as usual. Emphasis on attempting. But this is delightful. I'm glad I have this bottle. I hope it opens up a little bit. I'm also glad the proof didn't attack me as I expected it might, since it's 100 proof and I haven't had whiskey in a week. But thankfully, I think 50% or 100 proof is about where I'm at these days instead of 40%. So again, I'm going to finish this because there's 3 more. And I've already gone in 15 minutes. 17 minutes. Like a cinnamon donut with chocolate glaze. Delightful. Delightful. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Tootsie Roll. Nice. That was funny. All of a sudden, that weird, like, what is that flavor? Tootsie Roll. Okay. I like Tootsie Rolls. I will eat those till I get sick because they're just sugar. I guess the proof takes a little... I still feel like that banana note's in there somewhere. I'm freaking myself out a little bit. But I don't taste it. I don't smell it anymore. So I'm going to go with that. All right, hold on. Do not try to swallow water and talk at the same time. It doesn't work well. Man dies on his own live stream trying to drink water. Film at 11. Where was I? I was going to do a thing, which I don't do very often, and I have to figure out how to do it again. There we go. Starting a poll. Surprise, pop quiz. Which bottle should I pick next? There are 3. So you get to take 1, 2, or 3. This is very complicated, I know. Whoops. Never mind. That was me clicking the thing too fast. Because I hit add up. There's add option and then there's ask your community. They are disturbingly close to each other and I clicked the wrong one. Which bottle first? Next. Sorry. Next. I did the first one already. 1, 2, 3. Ask your community. I'll give that a couple minutes. And I'll go 1, 2, 3. Ooh, sorry. 2, 3. All right, to my right are 3 bottles. 1, 2, 3. Left to right on my end. Boop, boop, boop. Pick whichever one you'd like next. I know that you don't know what they are, but this makes it a little more fun. It's fun. And I will give that 2 minutes because we are running out of time already. We have 1 for 3. Maybe more than 1 for 3. Yep, just 1. No, I'm kidding. This is one of those, I don't know what this is actually. I don't know why they added polls. I don't hate it. But I like to make sure you're there and also that you participate in what the hell's going on right now. That's the fun part for me. Oh, we got 50-50 now. Need a tiebreaker. I'm not even sure how many people are in chat. But I know a couple of you are doing other things like flying to the States again and driving. So don't worry about that. But I will go for... Oh God, now you're just messing with me. Now there's a 1, a 2, and a 3. It's completely tied. Whichever one gets the tiebreaker next is the one that will be it. Because now it's 1, 2, 3. This is not making anything easier. Like, who's voted? 3 people. All right, what did they vote? Well, 1 for 1, 1 for 2, and 1 for 3. So it's a draw. As soon as I see it change, though, I will end the poll. I know which one I want, but I'm not going to say. There it is. Boom. 4 votes. I don't want to drag that out of you. I don't want that to drag on. Whiskey Uncensored, Epic Mustache Detective. Thank you. Welcome to this mess. I already had the, you missed it, but I had some Old Forester 1897, and I didn't hate it. I was worried about bananas. Don't ask. It looks like number 3 is the winner. So I'm not exactly happy about it. That's okay. Number 3. 1792. Bottle and Bond. What a surprise. Who knew? This one definitely has banana on it, by the way. But I have 2 others. So don't worry about it. Forget about it. Just a touch. I was actually very upset. I still am. I won't lie. Miffed, perturbed even, about 1792. 1 having banana notes on it. Well, no, just because it has banana notes on it. To me. Hopefully, maybe that went away. It would be nice. I pour too much. What was my point? Oh, my first, I believe, my memory is garbage, but I believe the first bottle that was ever donated to this channel was a 1792 full proof. And it was actually a pick from a local liquor store. Am I pointing the right way? No, it's over there. But it was glorious. And I haven't been able to get a pick from that place again since. But now I try 1792 and I go, oh, that's not it. The question is, will I see the mustache live tomorrow? I don't know, will you? That's a haul. See, for you, you have a very different concept about driving distance than I do. Mine is it's an hour away, and I'm like, oh man, it's you drive a lot farther than I do. Like, I wouldn't do what you're doing. That's a hell of a drive. But I plan to be there at Irene Tan. If you're in the vicinity, Irene Tan is having a tasting tomorrow, and she's on Facebook and Instagram. So see if you can find her there. Whiskey with no E. So WHISKY Mentors. Go look at that. See if you can find her little. It's not Ticketmaster. What the hell is it? Eventbrite. She's got an Eventbrite thing about it, and it's going to be Clonakilty Irish Whiskey. She has more picks from them. I think this is 4 or 5 at this point. Toronto is 8 hours. Cliff, you also have a very different concept about time and driving and distance than I do. Mine is... I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. But here we are. This one's a little lighter. And this is, again, 1792 Bottle and Bond. See what the nose is like. This is the Runts banana. So there's different levels of banana going on. It's fainter than I remember, though. It's still there. I just saw some kind of cookie. I don't know what kind of cookie that is. Sorry, it's in my head, so you can't see it. Oh, it's like a s'mores cookie. So some marshmallow on here. Ooh. Marshmallow and graham cracker. I don't get chocolate. That little banana note's in the way, though. God damn it. Oh, yes, and please, if you haven't already, I'm sure most of you have, by what I'm glancing at over there. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Boom. Oh, the other thing I was supposed to say, by the way, this channel has now hit 700 subscribers. So thanks to all of you who have decided to subscribe and stick around. It's awesome. And there will be a celebratory stream for that on Sunday. So tell your friends. I like sevens. Very happy about sevens. What is this? Oh, this is 1792 Bottle and Bond. Slight banana E-note, but this is runts instead of Laffy Taffy. So yay, 700 subscribers. It's that Sunday. Be there. There's going to be a giveaway. Don't worry. What will that giveaway be? I don't know yet. Cheers, everyone. Let's see what happens. I think I made it very unfair for the rest of the whiskeys I'm going to have tonight. Because that Old Forester was something else. This one is thinner. Not as sweet. It does have a dry finish. No, wait. It's not dry. It's not drying out my tongue that much. It's got that weird Novocaine feeling. But it's not dry. All right, hold on. Try that again. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Graham cracker popped out. The char is noticeable. Maybe there's some wood impact. Well, that's on the internet forever now. What I just did there. Yeah, there's less sweetness to this one. It's like cocoa and graham cracker, kind of these dry things. The marshmallow is on the nose, but it's not so sweet on the taste. And it sticks. It's sticking to my tongue in a very, just... Huh. Not so much banana, though. It seems to be on the... Well, it was on the nose. And maybe, again, that was like an initial nose type thing. No, it's still there. Banana runts for this. Old Forester, I thought I had banana Laffy Taffy stuff. Or banana taffy. Something like that. But that faded away quickly, thankfully. This is noticeably still there. It's not on the palate. But the palate isn't blowing me away, but again, I just had a really nice bourbon to my preferences. And this one, I already knew I didn't really like. Because of banana note, officially, is what I thought it was, but now it's more just, it's thinner, it's not very sweet. This might not be the type of whiskey I would want for myself, because it's just missing a lot of the notes I really enjoy. It's got some density to it, some dry notes, some char. But, oh, EFC, hello. How are you? Welcome to this mess. Sorry, music's getting to me now. One more time. It's every time I see a name, I feel I should do this, but that could be... Such a weird... Again, I've talked about that. The weirdest thing I now have to deal with is telling people that I like their thumbs and they should subscribe to this. And you should hit the bell. Yeah. Please. Although I have been getting a little better about going live at regular times. The only reason I didn't this past week was because of dry week. And I still did a video, which is a surprise for me. Got another video coming up next week. I'm trying to remember what the heck it is. What is it? It's an Irish whiskey. Oh, yes, I remember now. So that's next week. The next week after that, that one's going to be nice. And then the week after that, I haven't recorded yet. So I'm trying to plan for the future. I'm really bad at it. Come in, I smash these buttons. Thank you. I forget to do that myself, and I always feel bad. I remember usually, but it is one of those little weird algorithm-y things. All right, just kind of like last time, the 1792 is not blowing my mind. But it's not bad. But it's just, you know, you get a really good bottle of something initially, and it's going to be hard to come back to something similar, something from the same distiller like this. The 1792 here, it's not kind of, it's not. And I think that foolproof I had was 60-something%. So there was a giant difference between 50% and 60, or maybe 58. It was up there. Mike Stitch, hello. Playing the Demon Souls remake and sipping some Kentucky spirits and listening to your live stream. Have a good weekend, dude. Thank you. Demon Souls. Oh, God. I know that one. I don't know if I ever played it. You slay those demons. You show them who's boss. And thank you for being here and listening. That's another thing. You can almost listen to these kind of streams podcast style. It's weird. I should start a podcast. No, I shouldn't. It sounds exhausting. I'd rather do this, where I can drink whiskey. You can't see me drink the whiskey. I could be drinking anything. Podcasts. Wow. John McEwen. I know. It sucks. It's one of those. It's one of those situations in a whiskey person's life. And it'll happen where you get something and it's like, oh my gosh, this is great. And then you try to find it again, and it's not there. Although I still haven't found the 1792 foolproof from this specific store that's nearby. They had it briefly and it went like that. So, also welcome. Welcome. We are going on to bottle number 3. Right on time, almost. This one I get to pick. Fine. You ready? I'm not. Some of you are going to be very, very upset. Or at least you're not going to be happy about this one. But I did this one either last year or the year before. I don't know time anymore. I can't deal with any of this. Here we are. Dickel. Bottle and Bond. Some people have very strong opinions about Dickel. I don't really. Because while I can get the banana note on some things, I do not really get the mineral Flintstone-y vibe, Fruity Pebbles thing that some people get. That was much more than I intended. The alcohol is already affecting me. Shoot. This one is a little darker than the 1792. My hand slipped, I swear. Again, if you're wondering what's on the glass, it's a jackalope. If you know, you know. Let's tuck in, shall we? Ooh. Very different from what I've been drinking. Alright, apparently I just lied to everyone. There is a Flintstone vitamin note. A grape Flintstone vitamin. Wow, okay. It's pretty faint. What? I'm going to have to go back and watch the video I did of this. I don't remember getting this nose. But it's also been a week in alcohol, so who knows. You reset your palate slightly. Ever so slightly. Of course, this is my nose. That didn't really change that much, I don't think. It doesn't smell great. It doesn't smell like what I would like to drink. I poured a good amount. Yay. Don't worry. I know I like the last one. There's a reason I picked this one next. Lady next door is being loud. It's a very odd nose. It's got a sweet note, but it's It seems like it's vanilla, but it's an artificial vanilla. There's no banana note. The char in the nose is a little more prevalent. Which, like, now that I think about it, it's like Tennessee whiskey, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. All right, I'm just gonna have a sip of it. I don't know if I cleared my palate or not. I think I did. That's good. I like water. Hydration is key. Don't forget. Drink your water. I'm gonna need a lot of water tonight if I'm drinking these. Woohoo! What was that? Yeah. It's not awful. I wouldn't count it as tasty, though. There's a reason it's like this still. I haven't touched this in a very long time. How do I even start to describe this? That was an initial sip, though, right? So... Ew, grape Flintstones, yuck. I know. That's just on the nose. I'm not getting that on the palate. I feel like I should get some kind of medicinal note on the taste, but... Hold on the palate, find out what happens here. All right. This is a weird kick, but I thought of, and I don't even know if they make these anymore. I assume they don't. For a short amount of time, there was something called an Oreo cereal. Stick with me. It tastes kind of like that, except the knockoff version. So it's like the Oreo cereal that was out for a while. I don't even know if it's made anymore. I assume it is not. It's like candy for breakfast, cookies for breakfast. It was like Fruit Roll-Ups, Fruit Roll-Ups. They were like Fruit Loops, except it was Oreo cookie style. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. But it's as if they took that cereal and then made it into a store brand instead. So it's a little drier than it should be. The chocolate isn't quite right. There's an odd little twang to it. Doesn't make sense. Oreos. I like Oreos. Because again, just pure sugar. That's all it is. And yes, Oreo cereal is legit or legend. I'm not sure what Ellie meant. And my brain was like, limited edition? It probably is. It's probably gone. I haven't seen it on the shelf, but I don't exactly look at the cereal aisle anymore. I have oatmeal, because I'm old. No, I'm not. 42, I'll be 43 in no time. Kind of like 42, I was just starting to get used to it. Oh no, the green is showing. No, don't look at me. Hold on. You're hideous, go away. No. What? You saw nothing. I still need that new chair. I'm working on it. I think these two, the Dickel and the 1792, at least their profile for these bottles aren't geared towards me. They're not sweet. They're not creme brulee. They're just more char, more dark notes, almost bitter chocolate, you know, or dark chocolate. It's a completely different direction than milk chocolate, right? So it's going in that direction. Coffee. What else is in that area in my head? Not my profile, we'll say. It's not very sweet. It's got that odd... It leaves a weird film or weird... it doesn't do it for me. It just hangs out on my tongue. My tongue is very dry. I'll give it that. That could be the charcoal filtering thing happening. I don't really know. I do know I don't like this nose, though. And well, the nose isn't bad, aside from that weird Flintstone vitamin thing, which I swear I didn't get last time. Flintstone vitamin or Fruity Pebbles. Strange, that little comparison. I'm wondering which came first. The cereal had to. The cartoon came first. Then was it the vitamins or the cereal? Because they definitely seem to think they made this. They tried to make the vitamins like the cereal like the vitamins. I think it'd be the vitamins were second on that. It's a conspiracy. Just like the Dickel conspiracy. No, just dry. Mr. Great Shot, cheers. Hello. Welcome to this hot mess. Nope. Confirmed. Do not like Dickel Bottle and Bond. But I'll share it. And if you're a patron of mine, if you're a patron of mine on Patreon, which I have, so go check that out, please. Yay. I just did a wheel spin for one lucky patron. Just have to make sure I know what they want. I have an idea of what they were going to get because I do a giveaway spin after every quarterly dry week. So this is the first one of this year, and there should be, is it 2 more? Not sure. Anyway, considering what I'm drinking, I'm worried about giving some of these away. It's like, here, these aren't great. That's my concern now that I'm trying them. But the last one, I shouldn't have that problem. I hope I don't. We'll see. I know for certain I'm going to go back to the old Forester 1897 before the end of the night. But I also have to slow down. I'll pass in the Dickel, exactly. Not up to snuff. Someone likes this. Like someone somewhere likes Dickel stuff. More power to them. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my kind of bourbon, whiskey, whatever you want to call it. There's a debate on Tennessee whiskey being bourbon, but it is. It's in the United States. It's fine. This I'm not sure though. Yeah, it has to be. It was Bottle and Bond. There are rules. There are rules. Anyway, cheers again. Last of this, because that's not a good idea. I do understand what people mean by the Dickel note. It's more prevalent now than I thought it was going to be. And for me, the Dickel note isn't that bad. I got the Flintstones on the nose. It's not there on the palate. It's so freaking dry. Whew. Everyone knows Bottle and Bond is good, Mr. Great Shot. That is if someone wanted to try Bottle and Bond, and they were curious about bourbons and everything, I would say go try this one. The last time I checked, which was quite a while ago now, you could get a bottle of Evan Williams Bottle and Bond for $15. 15, 1-5. Enunciation is key, Brian. So $15 is what it used to be. I think it's 16 to 17 now. But I still get I've started getting a weird note on that, and I get it off the Evan Williams Black. I don't know why it happened. I used to like it a lot. Now, not so much. But I did do a video on that 4 years ago, a while ago. The Dickel did something weird to the water, too. That says a lot. All right. I can feel this stuff going straight to my head. Woo! But we're ending, sort of. I'm still going to do something weird, so you have to stick around. I don't know what they call that, but that's a thing people do to keep people around. Here we go. Bam! This is Wilderness Trail, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Bottle and Bond. It's in the tiny print. I was like, oh no, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, there it is. Dodge that bullet. Does it actually have dust on it? No. Just had this for a while. Sugar Canadian. Hairball. Are we good? Jeez. That was quite a noise we had going on there. It's not a real cork, people, if you were wondering. Trying to make sure I have enough in there to get that weird note out of my freaking mouth. Ugh. I have to move things around to make sure I do what I need to do here. All right. A teaser. Is it a teaser? I forget what it's called. But yeah. ASMR whiskey, hello. Welcome. It's a thing, and I didn't really plan to do it, but then I realized, here's the thing. You can probably figure out what I'm going to do if I say it's Bottle and Bond Day, and I believe it's International Irish Whiskey Day or something like that. Scotch Down Under, Kin, was doing something like that. And I completely missed it because it was in the morning, but I saw something about that. Hold on. Hey Google, when is International Irish Whiskey Day?
March 3rd, 2023. According to Next Century Spirits, February 28th, 2023. But did you know that this famous tipple has been around since the 1200s? Join seasoned Irish whiskey lovers in celebrating International Irish Whiskey Day.
We got it. So yeah, International Irish Whiskey Day. And Bottle and Bond Day. What do you think about that? What? This glass is contaminated. Hold on. This doesn't smell like what I thought it would. It's more char heavy. Late afternoon. Did he go long again? As he is a habit of doing. Well, I hope it went well. If he was going for that long, something must have been happening. Ooh. I got a couple things happened there. There was cocoa, and there was Cadbury chocolate eggs with the creamy gunk inside. Whoa. I love those things. I made myself sick on them as a child because I ate too many. I still like Cadbury mini eggs. I really like Cadbury mini eggs. Oh my god. The nose on this one is perplexing me, and I'm not happy about it. There's something in the middle of it I can't quite identify. It's like butterscotch or salted butterscotch or salted caramel, probably. All right, I'm gonna drink it. I don't have the time to analyze too long. We're having too much fun. It's all going by too fast. It's been a whole week. Oh. And again, if you're just showing up, please remember to thank you. And join Patreon because that's where the cool kids go. There's a Discord. It has a Discord, yay. Right? ASMR whiskey. There was a collision of things for me. Bottle and Bond Day, International Whiskey Day, and the end of Dry Week. Just poof. And I knew I couldn't include 700 subscriber celebration of that. But if you are here, it'll happen Sunday. There'll be a celebratory stream. I will be doing a raffle. Giving away. Of what I haven't yet decided, but it's probably going to be some pretty choice stuff for 700 subscriber celebration. So stay tuned. Come back. Again, Sunday, 7 p.m. Wow. Eight and a half hours. Oh, fuck's sake. I don't know how he does it, man. He's got a... what do I call that? He's got a tenacity to be able to get through 8 hours of live streaming. I can do it for an hour or two, and then I need a nap. Unless it's someone else's stream. I'm not paying as much attention to what I'm doing. I'm just there. All right, go. 10-0, hold on. Okay, good. The nose was misleading. It could be because I've been using the same glass for all these, but... Oh, finally, I went right back to it. Caramel, vanilla, sweet. My kind of bourbon. No more of this dark char, dry stuff. It's a little dry. A little bit of tongue tingles. Nothing crazy. Ugh. I like this so much more than those other two in the middle. I'm kind of glad it worked out that way, starting at the beginning with a good one, which surprised me. Ending with what I think is a good one. And if you weren't here at the beginning, you missed out, because this stuff is delightful. I think it needs to open up a little still. Again, fresh cork, pop. A ton of whiskey. That does help. But I don't think I could drink whiskey for 8 hours doing a live stream. No. I'd be done within 2 hours. Ugh. Excuse me as I move. Loud chair that needs to be removed from the premises. But still, chairs are expensive. Did you know that? They are. I got a new one in mind, though. And hopefully it'll be good for my back and all that when I can get it. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, I still have to do something terrible. And I will do that in the next 4 minutes. I've started to use time as a thing. It's horrible. But again, thank you all for being here. Liking, subscribing, bell, blah, blah, blah. Patreon, Discord, via Patreon. There is merch. These links are all down there. Most of you already know that. Hanging AZ. Ken is an Iron Man. Well, I hope his liver is all right, is all I can say. I do worry. Again, that's why I dry week. Got to check on myself, really. And it is obvious to me that normally I do a stream like this. I have 4 whiskeys in an hour. Tiny pours, man. But within the near the end of the second pour, I could already feel it right here. This is where alcohol starts to affect me right here. And this part of my brain is not very good. Executive function stuff, folks. Mini pour, then a beer, then a mini pour, and a gin and tonic for an hour. That seems rough. The nose is muted. I thought there was a lot more on the nose of this one, but it's just kind of sweet and nothing mind-blowing. The palate's nice, though, so let's go with that. Okay. Yeah. It's got a hint of creme brulee, which I do like. And that reminds me, what made that first 1792 foolproof bottle that was donated, the first donation to this channel, I believe. Memory not great. But it was basically like drinking creme brulee. And I love creme brulee. Oh my gosh. I had to resist buying some at the grocery store today. Because apparently you can do that now. Try not to go to grocery stores if I can avoid it. All right, let's see here. Still a little bit in there. It's in his blood, literally. Yeah. But here we go. We're going to do something terrible. I'm going to go with this because I don't feel like pouring any of the other ones to do this. Because what I'm about to do will not make anything better. In theory, but because of this Keeper's Heart stuff, I've gotten curious about just crashing things together. And again, it's Bottle and Bond Day and International Irish Whiskey Day. So, I have this. A favorite. A fan favorite. Beautiful. Delicious. I want so many of these. Always. For the rest of my life. Redbreast 12. A classic. Witness me. Here we are. Again, this is a Bottle and Bond Wilderness Trail with a splash of Redbreast 12. There we go. Just a touch. I don't want to drink much more of this. It's done. Sorry. Isaiah, hello. Cheers. Welcome. Glad to see you. Please thumb and subscribe and all that. I know you are. Again, most of you who are in chat, I know you subscribe, so I always feel silly saying it. But we have created a monstrosity. International Irish Whiskey Day and Bottle and Bond Day combined in one glass. Who knows what will happen? I didn't measure. I thought about measuring, and then I thought, no, I don't feel like it. Yes, I would drink 100% oat whiskey. That'd be wild. But now we have just combined both of these. So 40% Redbreast 12 Irish whiskey and the Wilderness Trail Bottle and Bond. Do I know what's going to happen after this? No. But let's find out. What? Okay. So I thought of flowers, flour itself, like actual baking flour, gin. What the heck? This hurts to think about. The vanilla got cranked up, which it didn't really have much vanilla on it before. I can smell the Irish whiskey in here. I might have poured too much, but I thought I tried to get somewhat close to the same amount. It doesn't smell bad. I expected it to smell terrible, but it's leaning more into Irish whiskey. Why did you have to say oats? I'm thinking of oatmeal, and I'm getting that on the nose, like cinnamon oatmeal. Green apple. I get green apple a lot lately. All right, I'm going to have a sip. I don't know what this is going to be like. I could have either come up with something terrible or something delicious. Let's find out together, shall we? Cheers. One last time. The spice is almost completely gone from it. It didn't crash. It was actually kind of nice. It's very mellow. It's like the Irish whiskey just took over and wrapped whatever was left of the bourbon in it. It just is holding it like some kind of jelly donut. I really want donuts, apparently. Are they doing oat whiskey now? I mean, I'm not surprised if they are, but there are so many grains out there. It's going to get crazy. All right, not bad. Not terrible. Hold on. I think the Redbreast 12 added a little more body to that. It doesn't feel quite as thin. But it's been muted. Like, overall, it's been muted. But it didn't crash. Crashing is bad. And doesn't taste good. And this is, of course, after me just putting it in a glass and swirling it around. So who knows what can happen if you mix these together and hold them for a bit. It's nice when things come together like that unexpectedly. I was really expecting something terrible from the Irish whiskey and Bottle and Bond blend. But that seemed fine. I like that. And generally speaking, you could get both of these whiskeys to try it yourself on this day. Or, you know, mix an Irish whiskey with a Bottle and Bond of any kind just to see what happens. Pleasant surprise for me here, thankfully. Oh, with that, we're coming to the end of the stream. Thank you all for being here again. Make sure you tune in on Sunday for the 700 subscriber celebration. A great way for me to come back to whiskey is just drink 4 of them in an hour. Well, 5, technically, if you count the Irish whiskey. Feeling great. And I'll be having a little more 1897 as well after the stream ends. Yay to me. Good to be back. Tune in next week. Well, tune in Sunday, and don't forget a video next week. Trying to keep things legitimate. Trying to YouTube it up. And a lot will be happening on this channel this coming year. Well, we're 3 months in, so for the rest of this year, we're almost done. Why? Sorry. Existential crisis going on. With that, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you Where is it? I gotta click a thing. Hold on. And I will see you. I don't even know where it is. Oh, that's right. Haha, out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.